Okay, it's a California car. It's what, 39, Jerry? 39 to 40. It's a lot of work here. If you'll notice, it's got the reflection of the trees in the background and even the grass in the yard behind you. The recessed tail lights with the glare going over top of them, the pinstriping. The stripe runs all the way up the body seam and all the way around the fender wells. And tell me, that was hard to do. But the car is just, I've never seen the actual, photographs of the car. I just got this one off of McGuire's calendar.
You can say that, it's all right. This is the one you mentioned was probably one of your most accomplished and hardest pieces of work.
Yeah, it was hard. You put the blue down first, and then you work over the top of it, and you go back and forth, doing the flames. Of course, black kills out light. Light has to be put down first. Had to lay them flames out first. But just a hard piece of artwork to do, and there's all kinds of colors in it. And I left the tag blank, so
personalized.
Whoever the lucky guy is or girl that gets this painting gets her initials put in the tag holder. But I've done that in 07, so it's been done for quite a while.
Does that mean the price has come down since then?
No, price goes up every time, every year.
It does.
And I love this little ride here. And ain't that sweet? I mean, I love a Kemp Custom. And of course, that kind of striping looked good on that car. It's about a 6 foot, 28 inches, and painted on canvas. And right over here.
Now that's a well-known car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that a highly publicized car?
Yeah. I thought this car was painted back in the 60s. No, it's just been painted about 2 or 3 years. If you'll notice,
the lace.
It's got the lace in it.
Yeah, I've seen this car.
I went and bought 6 yards of lace and done this painting, and I had to spray blue and then down first, or purple down first, and then go back and spray just a film of black to get this outline. If you'll notice, you can see that this car is on a different piece of material than the background. This is done on illustration board in 1973. And you can see every pencil line, every brush stroke, and I've changed a lot since then. But it got damaged. You can see a little peel up there. I cut it out with an X-Acto knife and mounted it on canvas. But it was, instead of throwing it away, it was about to get destroyed.
And you did that 37 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And you can see every little brush stroke, and that's when I was crazy and I would do mechanical stuff like motors and carburetors. Makes me a little nervous now to think about it. But it's really a crude drawing, but when you hold it back, it looks pretty sharp.
Gives it a 3D effect.
It's time to clean it up. It's been sitting up here on this shelf forever. This is a 57 Lincoln, I think is what it is. Just a black car on a black background. There's big old long boats. I chopped the top on it. And of course, put the 4 bar spinners. And this is kind of striping to look good on this car. This is just a whim that I've done. But that's a pretty good size painting. I think it's 6 foot long too.
And that is some beautiful pinstriping on that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes, that is very nice.
And you can see where I went back and painted black again because it's a little hazy right in there. But if I had to do it again, I'd put just a little bit more color in it. There's a lot of glare on this picture here, but I painted this painting in 1970. It's Countach by Lamborghini. And I just recently redone it, putting a little dark haze down here and a little light haze up there. And that's an old picture right there, old picture. This is the same car that was on that artwork over in my office when I took the guy out paint it bigger, and just no 49 Mercury, you know, little pinstriping on it. And that was just my version of it. I need to put some more clear on that, and it's getting kind of flat. You'll notice me standing here beside it. That's a pretty good size picture too. One more scale and it'd be actual size. That's 3/4 scale. And it's got the 4-bar set up and stuff. And this was on Rodder's Journal magazine on the cover years ago, back in '04. And the headlight doors were almost actual size. And then the tires, you can just see the tops of the tires, and of course the brake hubs, and of course the dropped axle and everything. It's a real simple painting, but it was kind of complex to do. Of course the grill and everything's hard to do. But I love a straight on shot.
Yeah, it's
And
gorgeous.
you'll notice there's nothing in this little emblem here yet either. The owner might get his initials put in there one of these days if it ever sells. But I don't know, it was a mechanical thing to do. Because you can see the top of the frame rail coming in on the body and the frame, and of course the shots. But it's just a cheesy picture, and I love a yellow car.
Cass, tell me, how do you go about painting something that big? Is it all stand-up work? Do you put it on a wall to do it? Do you lay it in the floor to do it? Both?
Both.
You know, the old typical easel. What do you do with that?
That's basically a stand-up painting, but I have, since this is on canvas, I have to put a hard background behind it, so because my brush
Oh yeah.
it's soft, and so I have to put a piece of plywood behind it to enforce the canvas.
Oh.
But I think I've got over a week's time in this thing, just getting it. And when I do, I found the picture is about this big, so I have a white canvas and I project it in a dark room up on there, and then outline it with a pencil. And that's how I get my exact
Scale.
dimensions. But it's up to me to put the color on it. So that's a pretty good size picture. And I
It
love
is.
a studio shot. And everybody says, well, you didn't finish your tire? That's
No.
left for your imagination, because you know it goes under there somewhere.
I will ask you this, different about this one. Of course, it's on the black. We've seen one that was not. No pinstriping on this one?
No, nothing on it. But I can go back and do it.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
But it's just elegant enough just to leave
It
it
is.
alone. If the old saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There you go, I agree.
But now if you wanted to buy this painting and put pinstriping on it, I'd wear it out, honey. Oh, yeah. But don't you look at about 10 colors in that
Incredible.
headlight there.
Yeah, incredible.
About 10 colors. You can almost picture yourself in it. But it's real simple. All the highlights are just white, and the low tones are just airbrushed in, and that's basically it.